Live here right now. Good to have you with us today. We just got these details, Senator, moments ago, and I'm not sure how much of a heads up you had, but according to the interview and what we're learning about this person, Tyson Proper, he was targeting you, was going to leave his home, head to Virginia with these other suspects here. And right here, I got a target. Marsha Blackburn is. Why would he attack her? She's taken money from Israel, the pro-Israel lobby, and supports them. Senator Blackburn, you were there at the game. You were there with your grandson. This could have gone the other way. When did you learn that you were a target, and your reaction to these details now?
Yes, Bianca, I think one of the things that is so chilling for all Americans is that you have people that have such vitriol in their hearts for individuals that support the nation of Israel and stand with Israel, and an organization like AIPAC, which first word in AIPAC is America. These are Jewish Americans, many Christian Americans that also support Israel and support policies that strengthen the state of Israel and that honor the relationship that the United States has had with Israel as our continuing partner in the Middle East. One of the things that concerns me and others that are subjects of attacks, planned attacks like this, is the harm that it does to individuals that are around us. And individuals that are attending public events or are coming to meet us.
Well, with the World Cup ahead, and obviously the concern about big groups gathering, we want to have a safe 250. You're right, track. AIPAC.com was the website where all of the 4 targets, according to this criminal complaint, were. But just personally for you, I know how strong you are, and I know that you've been in this arena for a long, long time. But just knowing that your name is here, you were there with your family. This was a beautiful night. Just personally for you, how do you rest at night? Did you know this before? Did you get a heads up that you were one of the targets, or are you just learning this like we were too today, Senator?
We were given a heads up on Saturday that we had been named in a document, and we did not have any further detail.
And you went anyway?
Yes. We knew that they had someone in custody, and they had thwarted the planned attack, and so we went ahead with our plans for that day. But it is just so unsettling, and how unfortunate. This is America 250. We have the greatest country on the face of the earth. We have the greatest military. We have a president who is working to end a 47-year war that Iran has had against us. And one of the top things that the American people want to see is public safety, and security. And President Trump has said, I will end these
And we have an FBI
wars.
who is on this. And it doesn't have an open border policy where people are coming in with ill intent that we saw for 4 years. And you were at the forefront where you were saying, hey, where are the missing children? And they didn't care. The Democrats voted down your bill that would have actually done DNA testing to make sure kids weren't being trafficked. You've done so much work in this. So grateful that you had a beautiful evening there at the White House. We're grateful that Marsha Patel and this FBI was able to stop this. We're going to get more details. You're talking about, too, what's happening with the push for peace. We heard President Trump. We heard the comments regarding Israel, Hezbollah, Netanyahu. Obviously, this is so complicated. We also are hearing from Iran. We know J.D. Vance is going to sign this deal and going to be there for the official signing. It's been signed digitally. Just want to put up one thing from Iran and how diplomacy can get past this. The end of the war in Lebanon is an inseparable part of the complete end of the war, according to the Iranian foreign minister, without withdrawal of Israeli forces from the territories they occupied. Goes on to say, during this war, the war has not fully come to an end. We will be considered by us a violation of memorandum of understanding. So here we go. We're still waiting for the text. We know Congress is pushing for more of the text. Is this deal going to be upheld by Iran, the regime that is the largest state sponsor of terrorism? How does this get more complicated again with Lebanon involved, Senator?
And indeed, that is going to be sticky, and it is something that we and the allies over in the Middle East are going to have to hold Iran to account. Iran has lost their leadership and their navy and their missiles program, and they are in shambles. We have to make certain they stop funding terrorism and stop killing Americans and injuring Americans and others there in the Middle East, to make certain that they stop this program for enriching uranium and removing that. Policing this, enforcing it is going to be a 24/7, 365 ordeal, because the Iranians have a history of not being true to their word.
Well said. Senator Marsha Blackburn, we're just about out of time, but just finally your message to Americans, as someone personally now who has learned that you were targeted by a group of what the government says were terrorists who wanted to cause major chaos, major potential for deaths and murders. What is your message to all Americans who want to come out to World Cup, to summer events, to enjoy their lives, and also those who may want to do us harm here today in the United States?
Yes, I would say, first of all, if you see something, say something. Don't be shy about doing that. And secondly, be grateful that our law enforcement, our FBI, the CIA, the Secret Service, all of these agencies are working to keep the American people safe. And Director Patel and the FBI did a phenomenal job of breaking apart this plot, of apprehending the ringleader, and now those that were supporting the ringleader. I look forward to the prosecutions taking place and knowing that these people are in federal prison.
So 4 charges right now against Tyson Proper. More, I bet, to come. Senator Marsha Blackburn, thank you so much for joining us as this story continues to break and we learn more details. We are so glad that you, your grandson, and everyone else is safe. Thank you for your time today. Quick break. When we come back, much